Hey guys, it's Robin here. Thanks for joining me on Oracle Rising today. So the subject today, I'm going to talk about archangels. I know for a change, I talk about angels quite a bit. So there are angels that are assigned to help you with specific areas of your life. So not to say that you can't call on your favorite angel at any time. My two personal favorite angels, well, three, my guardian angel, big shout out, Archangel Gabriel and Archangel Michael. So they are more adept at certain things than others. I'm talking about angels overall. So I'm going to give you a little bit of a directory on which archangel to call on when you need, I've got 7 different areas of your life that you could use a little bit of assistance with. So the way that you can ask for help is just asking as if you were having a conversation with somebody, okay? You can do a specific angel meditation. You could look up an HZ frequency for whichever angel that you're trying to communicate with. I can't really think of anything else right now. Maybe writing affirmations to the angel, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to list off these angels and the area that they can help you with, and then I'm going to pull an angel tarot card so we can get a little bit of a message from that particular angel for you. So healing, you guys, and healing is a really broad subject, okay? So you could be going through like a heartbreak or, you know, just think of anything going on in your life, like an injury, just a really deeply emotional wound. So if you need any sort of healing, you could call on Archangel Raphael, okay? And that's also a Ninja Turtle. But anyway, so let's see what message Archangel Raphael has for you with regards to healing. And here's a card that just came out. Okay, so I've got the 7 of Earth. This is the same as the 7 of Pentacles, okay? So the message that I'm getting here, because the 7 of Earth, it talks about like planning ahead, right? So I'm getting this is more on a physical level than anything else, but I guess on a spiritual level, this would work too, that you really have to take care of yourself to sort of prevent injury, okay? You might want to look at things like your diet, like if you're not feeling that great, if you're feeling run down, you might have food allergies. It might be time to go to a bit of a cleaner diet. Certainly as we age, you guys, I'm 57 now, so I can really attest to this, is that it takes longer to get over things. Like I sprained my ankle a little while ago and it took weeks for me to recover from it instead of a couple of days, you know? Same for any type of, like if you get a cold or a flu, it's like you're down longer, okay? So the 7 of Earth is saying really start preparing for these eventualities, you know, to keep yourself strong. Whatever method, if you want to like lift or yoga or walk, or, you know, whatever. Try to look for things that are less damaging to your body. And the same thing goes for your mind, heart, and soul, is to really keep your circle clean, you know, with people. You really don't owe anybody anything when it comes to like being obligated to respond to people, you know. If they're sucking the life out of you, then it's time for you to make certain adjustments, okay? So 7 of Earth, when it comes to healing, what is that phrase? I think it goes like an ounce of medicine is equal to a pound of cure, okay? So this is why we do things like on a daily basis to keep ourselves healthy, you know, really keeping things that are damaging to a minimum or eliminating them completely. Archangel Michael. Archangel Michael is the mighty warrior angel, and he is here to protect us, okay? So if you ever feel like you're in a dicey situation, whatever that looks like, again, it could be, you know, physical harm, it could be emotional harm, you know, there's so much trauma, okay, that you could be requesting protection from. Archangel Michael is the one to call on. So when it comes to being protected, let me pull a card here from the Angel Tarot and see what it says. So you have the 6 of Earth, okay? So this is really interesting because the 6 of Earth talks about living a more balanced life and giving and receiving. So I find this really interesting is like, when's the last time you stood up for a cause? Okay, when's the last time you actually protected somebody or something, like an animal or whatever it is? It's like the energy that you give is always going to be the energy that you receive. So maybe it's time for you to stop telling yourself that that is not my problem, okay? When you see things happening, and there's all sorts of horrific, traumatizing things going on, you got to start speaking up, okay? This is who we are as light workers and starseeds. We're here to defend each other, everything on earth, and the sanctity of our planet, okay? So there are certain causes that maybe you're just not getting into because maybe you just think somebody else is going to take care of it, okay? So Archangel Michael, like I'm super close to him, and he's just saying, you know, you've got to show your own warrior protector spirit and really start stepping up and maybe like being a champion when it comes to something. It could be something as simple as taking on like composting, you know what I mean? Because that helps protect the earth. It doesn't mean that you have to like strap up and draft up. It's like really like small things, and they all make a difference. And if we all do stuff like that, you know, protecting the earth, protecting our neighbors, protecting our families, our animals, you know, it's just, it really adds up, and it's such a beautiful energy. Okay, so I don't know how many people know this, but when it comes to wealth and abundance, Archangel Raziel, he's the one to call on, okay? So again, you could do a meditation, you could do an HZ frequency. There are all kinds of things on YouTube that you could just punch in Archangel Raziel, okay? And you should get some sort of return if you're not really used to it. So a card came out. There's 3. I'm not going to take them all, you guys. I'll just do one more shuffle. Here we go. So this is the 10 of water. Wow. Okay. So this is such amazing advice when it comes to abundance. Okay. Because your attitude determines your altitude. Okay. Your vibration is what pulls things into your life. And the 10 of water is like that pure encapsulation of joy. Okay. It's just always shining your light bright, and it doesn't mean that you have to be like some insanely happy person 24/7, because I find that's going to be an impossible mission for you guys. But really capturing the vibrance of the energy of happiness and joy, and this is going to be the thing that will attract abundance into you, because everything is energy, and money is energy, okay? Money is love. Energy is love. So if you want to see more wealth and abundance in your life, maybe check yourself before you wreck yourself. You know, just really try and find things to be grateful for and really be happy for. So I think that card was absolutely perfect for that. I think they all have been. So Archangel Chamuel, and I don't think I say that correctly. Hold on, coffee. It's super early here. So you're single, maybe it's been a while, you really like to have a partner come into your life. Archangel Chamuel is the angel that is aligned with bringing your soulmate into your life, okay? And I think that's absolutely beautiful. And by like really going through this directory, you can see that there's nothing too big or too small for your angels to help you with. And I really just love angels so much. So we have the 7 of fire. Okay, so this could be something that a lot of people do. Okay, and here I'm giving you guys the nanny point, so I'll stop. So you've got the 7 of wands. Okay, so this is like really defending your space. It is sticking up for yourself. And what this card is telling me, what Archangel Chamuel is telling me, is that don't lower your standards, okay? If you really want to find the person that is meant to be in your life, then stop entertaining people that just, like, what are you doing, okay? They could be completely wrong for you. I'm getting a message here that even though you might be on some sort of online dating, that might not be the best place for you, even though it can seem that that's the only place to meet people anymore. It could be lowering your vibration when it comes to seeking your soulmate. So it's time to really build up your defenses and say, you know what, I'm worth better than that. Like, I'm not going to swipe right on somebody that looks like a creep just because I'm so bored and I want to date this weekend, okay? So really start defending your high energy and your self-worth. And sometimes it can be a really, really long time that you're single, you know? So the Seven of Wands is saying you've got to protect that for yourself. There's a reason that you're single, okay? Maybe embrace it and date yourself for a little while if it's taking a long time, but definitely don't lower your expectations or lower your standards, because what if you do that? Like, what if you, let's say you swipe right on El Creepo, okay? And then you start some sort of entanglement with them, and then you're unavailable for the person that you were meant to be with. I mean, how's that for an eternal kick in the pants, you know? They could just pass you by because you're busy with somebody that doesn't deserve you, okay? So spiritual growth, you guys, is Archangel Hamiel. So spiritual growth is like really elevating yourself from one level of like universal knowledge to the next one. Whatever spiritual growth looks like for you guys, I'm not going to dictate that for you because everybody has a different spiritual path, okay? So let's see a message about that. You've got the Queen of Water. So this is really just being in touch with your emotions. Like, as you go onto your spiritual path, you might turn inwards a little bit more. And this is really beautiful because the more spiritual you become, you realize that everything that you've ever needed is within you, okay? The answers are always within. So you could probably stop or like minimize. Hold on for a second, guys. Sorry. Morning frog, anybody? So anyway, the Queen of Water is like this stillness and this absolute faith and so centered and poised. And I mean, these are the elements that you can embody in yourself, like, and just say, you know, it's nice to have discussions about my spiritual beliefs with other people, but I know that there's something within me and, you know, also externally, and you just can really find balance in that, okay? And this is a very like poised and beautiful energy and just an absolute stillness. And this can be found, you know, you find it in meditation, you find it in walks outside, you find it just in the beauty of day-to-day life and in your own heartbeat. So I find this one is a really deep card, but it's just asking you for your spirituality to find that stillness within yourself and carving out that time to really connect with who you are and where you fit in the universe. I find that like a hot bubble bath without lights, you know, maybe some candles can really help that. Like really being intentional in yourself and being present, okay? So I find that that card was really pulling me in because obviously spirituality means a lot to me. So Archangel Gabriel, you guys, if you ever need guidance, like if you're asking questions and like, what do I do next? Archangel Gabriel is actually the perfect angel to call on, okay? He is here to guide you, and I have a really personal relationship with Archangel Gabriel. Like he basically saved my life, and now I know why, you know, because I really just thought at some point in time that, and I love this card, hold on, in the past that my life wasn't worth living, and he stepped in and he helped me, okay? So for guidance, I've got the Page of Water. And there's something so beautiful about this, that like the Page of Water, it's like listening to messages basically of the heart and getting in contact with who you were as a child and really trying to heal your inner child, okay? So that can take quite an extensive journey to heal your inner child, really depending on what your experiences were as you were growing up. But you know, the more that you can heal your inner child, the more stable and balanced your adult avatar will be, okay? So, and this is just really listening to all of your emotions and using your gut instinct as your guidance system and allowing your heart to reach out before you so that you can sense the presence of other people. So this is really like, speaking of having a balanced aura, really trying to center and balance your emotions. And for those of you that are like maybe troubled from the past, it's time to really seek out a way to heal your inner child and maybe forgive parents and guardians that were doing the best that they could with the knowledge that they had in the circumstances that they were in while you were there, and maybe you didn't have the greatest childhood, okay? And I absolutely know what that's like, you guys. Like, and just know that forgiving somebody doesn't mean that you have to go back and form a relationship with them, okay? So whatever forgiveness looks like for you, but definitely it's time to dig deep on that one, okay? So for joy, for joyful living, okay? If you're having a really tough time, if you're feeling depressed and unmotivated, you know, if you're living a life without joy, you can call on Archangel, can I even read my own writing? Raphael, okay? So I don't even think that I said that correctly. So just let me pull a card. He's giving me two, okay? So to experience joy, okay? So you've got the Nine of Air. And this is the Nine of Swords, and this is a really treacherous card. You know, in most tarot decks, it's got those swords dangling over some poor creature, like rocking back and forth in bed, being super stressed, but they've got some really beautiful unicorns in this card. So the Nine of Air, it's like, try not to worry about everything, okay? There's that saying, que sera, sera, whatever will be, will be. Everything is in the hands of the universe, okay? So and really start to understand yourself on a deeper level, like what makes you tick with the Eight of Earth. This is like really doing a deep dive and understanding, like, whatever triggers you with the Nine of Swords is showing you where your pain is. It's showing you where your opportunities to heal are, okay? So the angels are really asking you to look at yourself and saying, like, how can you improve your own life? Or how can you not worry about things that are out of your control, okay? How can you look at yourself and say, how can I bring more joy into my life? Should I be saying more gratitude affirmations? Should I cut people out of my life? Should I move somewhere where the environment is a little bit better for me? Like, this is really striving forward, but you will always have the assistance of the angels, because they are here, the angel army, to protect us and guide us. And I think I saw angel number 1818, but it's early and I saw that wrong, but now it ticked by. But anyway, so guys, the angels are here. There's nothing too small, nothing too big that you cannot ask the angels for, okay? They really are your team in spirit, here to assist you on your journey, whatever your journey looks like for you. So anyway, guys, I really enjoyed doing this one. This just really felt like it really touched my heart. So I hope you guys did too. Remember to subscribe to my channel, you guys, and leave a comment so that we can really help grow my channel, okay? So sending love and light, guys. Take care. Bye.